The ruins of the ancient kingdoms of Anuradhapura, Polonnaruwa, Yapahuwa, Panduwasnuwara and Dambadeniya are a continuing testament to the skill and the ability of the sculptors in stone in those periods. What has survived the centuries are the stone facades, plinths and pillars, as almost all the wooden sculptures and the fabric of the buildings have perished. Wherever one visits these archaeological sites, there is no deficiency in wonderful stone carvings. From palace entrances to decorative architraves to perfectly carved stone Buddha statues, the evidence of outstanding craftsmanship from a set of artisans and sculptors abounds. Royal edifices as well as places of religious worship, including temples, were the locations where one sees the original doormat. The moonstones found in many sites and their intricate stone carvings and motifs have been a source of wonder. However, these wonderful stone slabs served for no more than to act as a doormat in ancient times. The moonstone placed at the entrance of several sites meant to serve the purpose of wiping one's feet before entering the building. The semicircular slab, consisting in most cases of concentric circles, had floral motifs along with the shapes of animals such as swans, lions, elephants, bulls and horses. Professor Senarat Paranavitana has put forward the theory that these layers represent phases leading to the reincarnation of humans. The 4 stages of life: birth, decay, disease, and death. From the 12th century onwards, with Hindu influences taking ascendancy, the motifs changed and the moonstones became simpler, with embellishments of leaf and floral designs. The shape too changed in some cases and became leaf or dagaba shaped. Adjoining the moonstone and installed on either side in some locations are the guard stones. These stone slabs were meant as protectors of the site. In its very basic form, you would have a purnagata or pots of plenty, indicating a blessing for prosperity. But other guard stones would have Gana or Naga figures. These were the protectors or guards at the location. The guard stone, which exhibits a high degree of symbolism and craftsmanship, is in Anuradhapura at the Abhayagiri Vihara. Here, at the Ratnapasada, a highly stylized classical form of stone sculpture exists, showing a Nagaraja, the anthropomorphic king cobra surrounded by dragon motifs and dwarfs. At most temple entrances or shrines built in this era, the balustrades were given importance too. Ornate designs or sculptures were the norm, with a makara or dragon-styled appearance. The balustrades were either rectilinear, curvilinear, or simply took the shape of the animal, a dragon, lion, or even celestial figures. The entrances at these locations had 4 distinct sections: moonstone, guardstone, balustrade, and the steps. All these sections were subject to elaborate and imaginative designs, and sometimes the sculptors used them as an expression of some philosophical thought or ideal. Not just the entrance. In many cases, the buildings or shrines of the times had decorative friezes on the entablature or on the sides of the building. Here too, floral motifs, animals and dwarfs were common. Even processions of performing musicians and dancers are clearly depicted, as in the stone carvings of the Yapahuwa kingdom. Even the stone plinths of Buddhist shrines of ancient times have been accentuated with decorative motifs and themes. The frieze, normally created horizontally and going around the building, captured a variety of themes, animals, and characters. Finally, the stone pillars are an important part of the building and were embellished and decorated in unique styles and shapes. Stone engraved motifs accentuating a plain square-shaped pillar are common at the Ambalama at the Embekke temple. Though the actual temple and its support pillars were created from wood, the stone pillars of the Nisanka Lata Mandapa at Polonnaruwa also have artistic expressions in the form of lotus stalks ending in blossoming lotus flowers. While in most cases the pillars were square in shape, there are examples of octagonal and round pillars. Here too, some of the pillars were decorated or sculptured with dwarf figures, floral motifs, or animals. Be it royalty, the monks, or laity who enter these sites, be it a temple or palace, one would have been enraptured by the beauty and skill in the workmanship of the time. These sites captured the dexterity, talent, and expertise of the ancient Sinhalese sculptors and presented the visitor with a multitude of iconic representations to fill their senses. The rich legacy of ancient stone facades is abundantly visible and can be seen in almost every archaeological site one visits.